Welcome everybody to another edition of NXT on Tap. I am Scalz, and tonight we are joined by the OG crew for NXT on Tap. We got to my left, right on your screens, Phil the Future. How y'all guys doing tonight? And then down below, we got the man, the myth, the legend, the Ginger Ninja Jaxpo.
Hello.
Welcome back, baby.
Hello.
So, let's get this started with this show. This show, top to bottom, phenomenal. I loved everything they did on this show. The only thing that we'll get into it. I mean, there's a couple down points, but this show, to me, probably one of the most complete shows I've seen in a long time from NXT. So let's talk about the match to start the evening. Wes Lee versus Josh Briggs. What'd you guys think of that opening that they did for Wes Lee?
Bro deserves it, man. He's been gone since October, November with the back injury, having to work on his L3, L4, L5, crazy shit. Now that he's back and he's back to, he's kind of back doing everything he used to again. It's a breath of fresh air. Thank God he's back.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't more serious.
Exactly.
It was pretty serious, but still.
Yeah, it was serious.
It was his back. It was pretty fucking serious.
It could have been. He could have been. He could have been paralyzed. He was losing feeling in his leg.
Literally, this guy felt. It felt like he. Just knowing the injury, he was going to be out for a lot longer than we thought. It feels like holy shit. This is like 2008 John Cena all over again. Shit.
No, I'm not trying to downplay it or anything, Mike.
Oh, I know.
No, because Mike is saying it's pretty serious. I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just saying it could have been a lot worse than what it was, even after the surgery and everything. And for him to come out and do his moves and the spinal tap, he's going back to craziness. And I just hope he doesn't overexert himself like he was last time. That's what I'm afraid of.
I get you.
Oh, yeah. Overexert himself. Because throwing yourself off the top fucking rope is not overexerting yourself.
What did you think of the match itself, though, between him and Josh Briggs?
I was surprised how much they worked on his back.
You're surprised how much they worked on it or how much they did?
Yeah, all the back breakers and shit in the match. I was like, all right. But it was good to see Wes Lee go up against a bigger opponent because it puts him on Oba Findlay's level.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ivar was there watching it too.
I can't wait for that matchup.
Yeah, you also had Ivar just watching at the side and then going on to commentary as well. So I mean, holy shit!
It's going to be a fatal 4-way with the Octagon Center, and
you think you're going to do a fatal 4-way at the Apex?
Yep. And Wes Lee's going to come out looking like $1 million fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And you think they're going to is that where we're going to get a title change?
Yep.
Because Oba won't have to take the pin?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I could definitely see that happening. The theme throughout tonight was the Women's Combine. They did a lot of segments on it. They had a couple different things. We'll discuss more of it later. I liked how they did all of this stuff with the Combine, how they actually showed the women partaking in the broad jump and the height one that they use, that you see on the NFL Combine. It was actually pretty cool how they did all this. After this match, we had Shayna Baszler and Carmen Petrovic. Phil, what did you think of this match?
I will say I'm a little biased. I'm a bit of a Carmen Petrovic fan. I knowing that we were getting this match between Shayna Baszler and Carmen Petrovic. I'm a little biased because Like, don't get me wrong. I love Shayna. I love everything she does. It's just I've been wanting to see Carmen Petrovic pick up a win every now and then, because right now she's just been kind of on a decline right now. Her getting a win over Shayna, don't get me wrong, would be huge, but this time didn't really go that way. Oh well. There's always another time.
I mean, I like how they did everything in the match, the story they told with her going after the shoulder, had her doing all that. And I like what they built out of what this match did. Natty went to her after, is like, it's okay. Losing is part of learning. Like, it's part of how you grow. And then she's like, you just need to get more of an edge. And then
Exactly.
she took, I don't know who that guy was, but she took him out. Like,
just one.
Stan's
It was
brother.
a swift kick to the head. It
was Stan's brother.
No, not Sean Spears' brother.
But fucking,
it's his.
What more edgier could she be? She carries a fucking sword to the ring.
I mean,
yeah, but she can't use the sword in the ring.
Yeah, I've called her the Kill Bill of WWE for a reason. I mean, I call her the Kill Bill of NXT for a reason.
I mean, I will want her to see her in a no DQ match where she's allowed to use the sword. Let's see how many people will fight her then.
And what? Like, she gonna chop? She gonna chop somebody, make them bleed?
Yep, exactly. It's exactly
you
what she's gonna
got stuck.
You got stabbed.
God.
But I'm liking the involvement with Natty down there. I wish they drafted her to NXT instead of on the main roster so she could actually help all these women grow. Because while she has been in the WWE for such a long time, I think she's better off right now as a trainer and helping the young women develop.
Agreed. I like her on NXT. Like, it actually gives her, not only does it kind of give her like TV time, but it allows her to be in the corner of like some of the women that are on the NXT roster that I guess that NXT believes can be the next person on the up and up. Like, we've seen Natalya with Tegan Nox, even though Tegan Nox is main roster, but whatever. Seen it currently with Carmen. I think she used to do a little bit of it with Kalani Jordan. I like what they're doing with it.
Kalani Jordan was with.
It might have been with Dana Brooke, but
with Dana Brooke, yes.
Well, but like in sort of the same token, I'd still like to see Natalya do it with Kalani Jordan and a few other people who could use a little bit of that guidance.
No, I completely 100% agree. I hope that they decide to do that for her. I think it'll just make the transition for the women to the main roster a lot more smoother.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we had the No Quarter Catch crew versus Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe.
Featuring a special guest referee under the name of Shannon Stex Lorenzo.
Which was great. I'm loving how they're still tying this in with everything of them owing the family something from a few weeks, from a month and a half ago. What?
Did Phil just change fucking hats?
I think he turned. Yeah, he put on his the family hat. He has a stash of hats.
I've got hats. Hey, I leave the fedora for Tony. Channing has the beret. I'll give him this.
But I love how they're playing this up with everything in regards to the family still with the No Quarter Catch crew. Like, and the way that Channing did everything was just perfect. Slow counting for No Quarter Catch and the fast counts for Tyson DuPont and Tyreek. So while they are a brand new team to NXT, and they did suffer a loss last week to the OC, I like how they played it off in the back room, in the locker room. How they said, there's no shame in losing to a team like the OC. Like, they're not ashamed to lose. They want to lose because they know it's going to help them grow. What'd you guys think of this match?
I mean, out of anybody in the family to do it, I felt like just naturally that Stacks would be the right one to do it. Like he's still young. He's got a lot of that energy. I mean, he's got the quick reflexes too. I'll give him that. He just works great overall in the ring, no matter who he's with. And I mean, he can like literally he can actually do like a ref call, even though of course he was very biased. But like,
what about that slide
He
into the
called
ring?
it down the line.
Yeah, exactly.
He did up until he had to count somebody.
Yeah.
He had something in his eye.
But
Man.
I'm glad that the new guys got a win. Hopefully help them build up a little bit more, get them some momentum, because the tag team division is really big in NXT, and I'm excited to see where they keep going with these guys.
Absolutely, 100%.
Let's see. Next, we had Mishin versus Ariana Grace.
I love seeing you shit on my fucking screen. I don't care where it's at.
So this started out right before this. They went backstage where they had a segment with Chelsea Green, Ariana Grace, and Gigi Dolan. And this was great because the way that they did this, you had Grace and Green essentially being the same person on both sides of Gigi Dolan, and you could see it was really getting to her.
Yeah, it's literally it's like one beauty queen talking to another beauty queen, and it's just like, to her, it's like, shoot me now.
And then at the end of everything, when they both left, Gigi's like, I'm done with this.
Right. Who wouldn't be?
Like, I'm ready for this to be done. Like, so we get to the match. I actually missed this match, so I don't know, because this is where I had to drive home. So who wants to talk about this match?
Talk about this match.
Yeah, Jackson, I got that on.
Good.
I
know, I said Phil can.
No, okay, I see. Oh man, okay. The first thing I will say, for me, it was it was kind of weird for me with Mia Yim, whatever. I just call her Mia Yim just to be professional, but like, it just felt so weird that the fact that she's going with her natural hair and not with the signature blue look. But I mean, to each their own. I'm not gonna dox points away just for that. But very solid match over. It was a really solid back and forth. It almost looked like Ariana Grace was going to steal the win away by grabbing the ropes. Ref caught it. I'm like, thank God. Reversed it. What was it? Reverse. What was it? It's like back and forth pins until Mia Yim hit Ariana with the protect your neck, and Mia Yim went away with the win.
Did Gigi get involved at all or no?
No.
I would have
not one bit. It was. I thought it was a decent match. I didn't think there was a bad match on NXT tonight.
I don't think there was either. Very, very solid all around.
No, the show was definitely stacked. It was presented very well. It flowed, and every match was good. After this, we went and they announced the top 12 for the NXT Women's Combine. And
I got them all right.
We got to see who was going to be fighting for the North American Championship. So I'm looking at, I found a list. I have Soruka number 1, DL number 2, Jada Parker number 3. Who's number 4?
4 is Brindley Reese.
Number 5?
Mi Chin.
Nice. Okay. 6 is Fallon Henley. 7 is Lash Legend. 8 is Ivan Al. 9 is Izzy Dane. 10, Kalani Jordan. 11, Tatum Paxley. And 12, Ren Sinclair.
I'm actually really, like, if I'm going to go off of some of the ones in here that I think are highlights, I think Ren Sinclair just making it in at the bottom I like this. I like that they're getting her. They're actually giving her a shot in this.
So,
Like,
did they say how they're going to do the matches? Does like one face 12? So forth?
no. Next week we've got 2 matches set up to because I believe it's going to be a 6-woman ladder match
Right.
for
So
the North
six
American
winner-
title for the
the
women's
six
North
winners
American
will
title.
face
So
off.
next week we have Izzy Dame and Sol Ruka,
Okay.
and then there's another one. Shit.
Ivy Nile.
Oh yeah, Ivy Niles got a match with
Last Legend.
Lash Legend. There we go. Thanks, Jax.
Okay.
Those are the 2 that we're getting right now.
All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. After they announced this, we had the Supernova sessions with Noam Dar, met with Metaphor, and then coming out with Trick Williams.
Hello.
This is where I think the show went off the rails a little bit. This is the one
Yeah.
segment I didn't really enjoy too much. I'm glad they wasted our time with a picture of Noam Dar's foot under the ropes and thinking that he cheated. The ref didn't see it. Big deal. Like, let's move on. But let me tell you, that back elbow by Noam Dar clocked Trick Williams. Like, and he sold that shit. Like, he was out.
So
He ate the fuck out of that.
knocked the batteries out his controller.
I wonder if he actually hit him. Like, that's what I'm curious about, because the way it looked like he really connected.
Either it really connected or he sold that.
But we finally see that Lash and Trick are actually together. She called him babe. She's like, this is not the time to even say this. He's like, why wasn't is the time? Like, let's just do it. Like, so I'm curious. Plus, Lash was nowhere to be found when Metaphor was leaving the building later on. So, was she consoling Tricky, as she calls him? Trick Willy Wonka, whatever he said. But yeah.
Please make a Tricky shirt.
Oh man, I would pay for that.
After that, we had Fallon Henley versus Kalani Jordan. This match was pretty good. We got to see a different side of Fallon Henley. So
I mean, it's completely different. Her being a heel and her being a face is absolutely different. Very, very, very different. Oh my gosh.
I mean, she has superstar abilities. Like, I feel that whenever she makes it to the main roster, she is going to be great. You guys want to say anything about this match?
I blanked out for a second. What match?
Kalani Jordan
Henley.
versus Fallon Henley.
Oh, I'm loving Fallon Henley being all mean and everything. I like it.
Yeah, I was just saying that there's like a complete difference over her being a heel and her being a face. I feel like kind of the only reason she's going heel though is because just for the sake of the women's North American title. But I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go until after. I don't know what it's going to be like after Battleground. But I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait to find out though.
I mean, I'm enjoying this change, and for everybody saying that they never should have broke up, Briggs and Jensen and Henley, this proves that they were right in doing so, because Briggs is on a roll in North American title. Now she's going for the women's North American title. Like, it's great what they're doing with both of them, and I'm here for it. After this match, we had Duke Hudson versus Lexis King.
Oh.
All right, Jax, you start.
I liked it. I liked every bit of this fucking match. I'm a Lexis King guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what he called his finishing move.
The coronation.
With coordination, you bet. Oh, the mind games that Lexus King is playing with Rich Holland is really cool.
Yeah, and the fact that Rich Holland actually tried to come out and help Duke Hudson with this match, even though Duke ended up losing. Like, he even went back there and freaking apologized for it. Like,
I was just gonna say, we even got a segment later where he apologized for it, and everybody seems to accept his apology except for Miles Bourne. So I wonder what's gonna happen there.
you mean Riley Osborne?
Riley Osborne, sorry. Miles Bourne's in no quarter catch crew. Except for Riley Osborne. Like, he's the only one that doesn't seem to accept the apology.
Oh yeah, Will, this is for you every week. Arnold Palmer.
Is that gonna be something that leads Riley to leaving Chase University?
I don't know.
But
Like, how long has he been how long is he like the first time we ever got introduced to Riley Osborne was when we had the breakout tournament.
yes. That was
And
the
he
first
came
time.
out as a member of Chase U. So he's only been there like what, a couple months?
Yeah, I mean, he was probably always in the stands as Chase U, but you didn't really see him.
Okay, yeah.
So we had that, and then we get to the main event, which by far was the best match of the night. Roxanne Perez versus Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green's over.
She is phenomenal. Chelsea Green is probably one of the best things going across all of WWE.
Chelsea Green's either over or everyone just hates Roxanne that much.
Well,
It's
I mean,
one of the two tonight.
aren't they supposed to? Isn't that what a heel does?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But, I mean, I agree with you. It was a damn good match.
So if everybody hates Roxanne that much, she's doing her job. That's the one thing I will say about that.
And that's also the thing, because like I felt as Chelsea Green was going into this and as Roxanne was going into this, Chelsea, even though she's known for more of the heel side of her, she looked like she was getting popped up like she was a face.
Mm-hmm. But the character she's developed since she came back in WWE, the Karen character, she fits that persona to a T, and she embodies it. She is doing such a phenomenal job with it. It reminds me of when Baron Corbin was selling the broke-ass Corbin gimmick.
Right.
Like, for everybody that hates Baron Corbin, when this guy is engrossed in a story, he's going to give it to the fullest. And that's what made me change my outlook on him. And that's why I became a big fan of him.
You know what? I agree with that 100%. And also, speaking of Baron Corbin, they have what is it? They've already WWE has also already announced the bracket for the SmackDown side.
We'll talk about that after.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that after
we're done with the NXT show.
Yeah, of course.
But this match, you saw Roxanne retain, which I don't think was the right choice, but that's just me. I wanted Green to win. She deserves a singles title. Whether it's on NXT or the main roster, doesn't matter to me. I will say to have a singles title.
I will say this one highlight of the match that I saw that really caught my attention. Either like Chelsea did a move that I'm not familiar with, or she hit Roxanne with a Rough Rider.
No, she hit her with a Rough Rider.
That's what I thought.
They said it on the broadcast.
They did.
They straight up
Matt Cardona's name, and I'm like, oh.
They were dropping Matt Cardona hints like a mother tonight. Wait, I'm trying to watch my language. But
Cardona was putting her over before the match started too. So
true. He does. But then again, that's just him being a good spouse.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else we want to touch base on what happened on NXT tonight?
The parking lot scene with the 3 members of Metaphor. It looks like we also found out is the next week. Noam Dar will have his match with Javon Evans.
So there was a few things that happened in the parking lot as the show went off the air. The first thing was No Quarter Catch Crew being abducted by the family. So you had two of them. You had Damon Kemp and
Miles.
This is Miles Bourne. They both were kidnapped by the family and taken away. You saw Charlie Dempsey walk out with the cup later on, looking for them, not knowing where they went. Can't wait to see how they continue that next week. And then you had 3 out of the 4 Metaphor people walk out and get interrupted by Javon, which I'm loving this kid. He's going to be a star too. He reminds me. He reminds me a lot of Wesley.
I'm waiting for him and Wesley to tie up.
Yep, I think that's going to be a banger of a match.
For real. I liked also his approach to them. He's like, I'm not coming here on no disrespect. I'm just saying, why did you have to do my guy trick like that? I like the attitude from him. I like his attitude.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him and Wesley to tie up. That's going to be a spectacle.
Was there anything else we want to touch base on with NXT?
What was it? For people who care, okay, cool, I'll say it. But what was it? There was another thing that happened that night, and that was the fact that Sexy Red decided to get in on the action between Trick and Lash, because she came out and said, "Man, what the F? I just watch on Supernova Sessions. Metaphor better watch they back, because Trick Williams gonna be on their ass now." Dang! Now we got actual rappers in here like taking sides. It's like, what?
This new era.
Yeah, it's a new era, and I mean, hell, we also had Shawn Michaels saying, getting in on the, he's staying, trying to stay relevant to modern times because he put that tweet out recently telling Kendrick Lamar and Drake, hey, if you guys really are like this close to fighting, how about you guys come down here tonight on NXT and we'll sort it out. Hell, I'll even I'll be the guy reffing the match. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was watching the live stream that was playing NXT, I saw people in the person's comments asking, are Kendrick Lamar and Drake there? Have Kendrick Lamar and Drake showed up yet? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, people actually believe this shit. Oh my gosh, it was a total troll by Shawn Michaels, and people were actually believing it.
And it was such a great job at it too.
He did. That's what I love about it.
Let's close out the tab. Phil, where can we find you?
Alrighty. So, for the ladies and gentlemen that have stuck around to the very end, first of all, thank you all so much for joining us on NXT on Tap. And if y'all are still sticking around and still love seeing this beautiful face grace your computer screen or your phone, wherever you're watching this, please know you can check me out on Twitter, Twitter, IG, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all them good social medias. Right under the name you see right down here, that is for the future, except my Instagram. The Instagram I'm using, my IG that I'm using right now is actually wrestling_the future. I don't know. I just haven't been able to log into my Field of Future for a while. So now it is wrestling_the future. And then you can catch me every Tuesday night right here on NXT on Tap with these two beautiful gentlemen with me right here, as well as sporadically showing up on Rivet City Radio's Boss Bitch Trivia Hour, where I am still your reigning, defending, undisputed Boss Bitch Trivia champion. I welcome all and any challengers for the throne. And that's all. That's all from me.
Jax?
Oh, it's hard to follow that one. I'm back here every Tuesday for NXT on tap going forward. Sundays on Rivet City Radio for bot spots and chair shots. Anything else you want to know? Follow me on the Twitter at Jaxmo2020. Hit the link tree. Get links to all the different shows I do and the merch. Trust me, it's worth it. Go get you some merch. You can get all kinds of stuff. My stuff, off the top stuff, Sean's stuff, all kinds of shit.
I am Scalz. I dropped the links in the chat for our Discord merch shop and for our Patreon. Patreon, we have 3 different levels where you can get different things. You can get the cookbook from the Will Gray. You have the watch-alongs with our top tier with Jax and Will. So there's lots of things for everybody on there. You can find me here on NXT on Tap every Tuesday night on Off the Top Media, on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, every place. And then on Friday nights as well for Friday Night Review with Cam and sometimes Shamey. Just make sure you follow us, like, subscribe, share this out, help us continue to grow. Twitch and YouTube is Off the Top Media. TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram is Off the Top Media _. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Hope to see you again soon. We'll catch you on the flip side.